Laurence, welcome back. It must have been a hugely frustrating 10 weeks you spent on the sidelines.
Yeah, really frustrating. Obviously when I first did it against Notts County on Boxing Day, it's been a long 10 weeks, but yeah, I did my rehab properly, worked really hard with the physios and the fitness coaches, and yeah, I was buzzing to be back, and obviously to get back on the pitch with the boys, yeah, it was a really good day for me.
I mean, it came on Boxing Day, didn't it? We saw you, I think it went in the first half, but you battled through to get a few minutes in the second half. It must have been really disappointing timing for you.
Yeah, I didn't actually think it was going to be as bad as what it was. Obviously it came back as a grade 3C, and I went for the scan. I was actually quite positive going there, thinking that hopefully it was just going to be a 3-4 week kind of thing, and when I got the results I was devastated. Obviously to get told that I was going to be probably out between 10 and 12 weeks was bad news really, but to come back after 10 weeks was really positive, and yeah, on to the future.
And a solid return. I mean, I say solid, probably downplays how well you played. I think on Saturday you certainly got a lot of plaudits for your comeback.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously I was ready to go. Glad spoke to me on Thursday and asked me if I was ready to play a part of the game, and obviously I'd only had a few training sessions, but I've tried to keep myself as fit as possible, especially in the last stages of the injury, and yeah, I was buzzing to be back out there, and obviously it was a massive 3 point for us, and now we're looking forward.
How tough has it been over those last 10 weeks, watching everything that's transpired on the pitch, and I suppose everything that's gone on at the club in that time as well? Yeah,
it's been really tough, obviously, with the period we've had, with the gaffer going, and now Glad's taking charge. It's been a tough period for the club, and not just myself, but everybody around. It's been really frustrating, especially watching the games. It's obviously I felt a bit helpless, being on the side and not being able to get involved. But now I'm back, I'm ready to have an influence on the team, and look forward to the game Saturday, and hopefully put another positive performance and result together.
The win on Saturday, I think, was just a relief for everybody, wasn't it? It was a massive weight off everyone's shoulders.
Yeah, I think we've needed that. Obviously, we've been waiting for that for a few weeks now, and yeah, we knew going into the game how big of a game it was. Not in terms of result, but to put on a performance, and I thought we got that. So yeah, it was a big result for us. But now we've got a few big games coming up, and hopefully we can back it up.
Any coincidence that it's your return and all of a sudden you win again?
No, definitely not. I don't really think like that. I felt like the boys really stuck together this week. We had a really good training week after, obviously, what were a disappointing result at Accrington. The boys, Glads, brought the energy on Thursday and Friday, and I just felt like going into the game, it was really positive. And I feel like we need to carry on doing that now, and put some more results together. How
is it working with Ben? I mean, it's his, I suppose, baptism of fire coming into being a head coach.
Yeah, obviously I've worked with Glads for a couple of years now, and I know how good of a manager he's going to be in the future. He's got a top career ahead of him. He's obsessed with football. He's obsessed with coaching. He's got a great chance and a great opportunity to go and be a really top manager. And I'm really looking forward to working with him, hopefully for the future.
Would you? I assume all the players would see him and quite happily see him take the top job. I've just spoken to him, and he's sort of not really sure. He hasn't really considered it, whether or not he wants it full time yet.
Yeah, definitely. I think the boys have took to him straight away. He's got great ideas. Obviously, he wants to play football the way we want to play here at MK Dons, which is obviously the MK way. He's going to be a really top coach, and hopefully we can continue that.
What are the changes that he's implemented? Because I mean, I think from the game on Saturday, there were changes that were relatively easy to spot.
Yeah, I just think for me it was the first 20 minutes. I thought the intensity of the boys, the pressing, the way we moved the ball, I felt like we had a bit more tempo about us, and that was a big thing in training on Friday. We worked on the principles and how we wanted to start the game. I said to the boys just before we went out, I said the first 20 minutes is going to be massive in this game to bring the crowd on our side, to move the ball. And I actually felt like we started the game really brightly, and then obviously a little mistake, which is going to happen the way we play. But the bounce back after their goal was fantastic, and yeah, I thought we was really good in the second half, especially for large parts of it.
And you know, now it's full steam ahead into Port Vale. A team that are doing pretty well at the minute up in the playoff spots. Yeah,
it's going to be a good game. Should be a really good atmosphere. Obviously, they're in a great position. obviously we've come back off the back of a win, and we're really positive. A full week's training. Glad's has got more ideas across to us. We've got a session ahead of us today, which should help us again. And obviously they had a long trip last night away at Colchester. So yeah, it should be a really, really good game. But now we've got to back this up now. We can't just win one game and then go and lose at Port Vale. We need to back this up and really give it this a really good go towards the end of the season.